Hey, and welcome to What's the 314, where we give you the 314 on what is happening in and around the city. I am your host, Angela Hockman.
And you already know who I am. Maybe you don't. But hey, I'm Dre'Co. What's up, y'all?
Oh, they know you, Dre'Co. The whole city knows you. But before we jump into these great interviews we have lined up,
Let's get it.
how the heck have you been?
I've been good, man.
Tell me something good. What's new?
You know, eating good, drinking water, staying out of business. That's not my own. You feel what I'm saying? How you feeling?
Good. Keeping up with two little ones is basically a full-time job.
Beckham, how old is Beckham right now?
He was born in November, so
Yeah.
he's, little over half a year.
Okay, he's getting to that 1 year mark coming.
Oh, don't say it. He's gonna grow up too fast.
How old's been with Beckham?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah?
Well, she has a nickname for him. She calls him No.
No.
Because I think it's always me going, no. Don't touch him. No, not so loud. Not so, whatever. But yeah, no, so being a family of four is a wonderful new dynamic. How's Yara?
She's good,
She's
man.
3 now.
Yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby. Hey, baby girl. Hey.
Daddy loves you. However, there is such thing as a three-nager.
Three-nager.
I'll let that sink in for a minute. Just scared.
Sinking.
I know she's got you wrapped around
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna just
little
let this
finger. Anyway, where you guys been eating? You know it's about the food in our house.
At the crib.
Okay, you
Trying to
cooking?
save some coins.
No, Tanisha's cooking.
Yeah, she cooking. You know I'm not the cook at the house. I can cook breakfast.
What do you make?
Pancakes, you name it. Omelet. I can make a nice omelet. Okay.
Can you now?
We do chicken sausage and stuff like that. We try to be
sounds
healthy.
good.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
What's your breakfast go-to? I can eat breakfast all day, every day.
I could too.
What's your
I'm a
breakfast
sucker
go-to?
for it. I've been really into pancakes, but I like to do pancake flights. So
What's that?
I'll make a big batch of batter, and then I'll divide it in 3 bowls. And in this one, I put blueberries, this one chocolate chips, and this one like a squeeze of lemon and, a couple strawberries or whatever.
Fancy.
Not really. I just I'm creative. There's a difference. Let's be clear.
That's creative.
But no,
though. That's a lot for pancakes.
But it's so fun.
And you know you're
And then
really making right if you got the crispy edges around it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
getting
just
hungry.
trying to not break them when I flip them. It's hard, but trying to stay cool. Like you said, stay hydrated.
Yes.
You going to any cards games or anything?
I haven't been to a Cardinals game yet, but I did go. Shout out to Metro Boomin. He had a thing this summer with the City Connect. And
Oh,
it was
yeah.
right across the street, and it was dope.
Amazing.
It was dope. I did go to that, but I have yet to go to a Cardinals game, so I'm ready though. I'm ready.
Summertime.
Yeah.
That's prime time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
sort of,
for sure.
You'll tell what's going to happen the rest of the season
That's
by
right. That's
midsummer.
Right.
So
Eating good.
yes, I know. We love a good patio. However, the ones that have those things that spin that keep the flies away,
What's that?
it's just some different restaurants they look like little fans.
See, Ange be fancy.
No, again.
I ain't never been to that
Not
before.
fancy. I just don't like insects outside.
I feel you.
They are gross.
I feel you.
Don't get
And
me
I don't like to be
started.
hot.
No, me neither. Gotta love a good neck fan. Our friend Vidal made neck fans, and that's what we rock at our house.
Facts. Shout out to Vidal.
Vidal, we just love him. All right, we could talk all day, but we do have to take a very quick break. But don't go anywhere. Don't. Stay right there. We have an awesome show lined up, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, stay tuned, you guys.
It's What's the 314?
All right, welcome back. Our first guest is on the board of a local nonprofit bringing different, health and wellness opportunities to underserved communities. Now, the Fit and Food Connection officially formed in July of 2015, and it was founded by 2 community members looking to just make an impact in their community.
Now listen, Gabby Cole and Joy Milner combined their passion for helping their community and love for health and wellness to form this nonprofit. Now tonight, we have one of the board members, the guy, okay, here to share more information about this nonprofit. Please, ladies and gentlemen, if you're at home, if you're in the car, if you listen to us elsewhere, clap it up, make some noise. You know we at the crib for Mr. Cameron Murkey. What's on, man?
Hi,
Hey,
Cameron.
how you doing?
Show. How you doing?
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you
course,
for
of
being
course.
here. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you two doing?
Good, man. You
Fabulous.
spiffy, man. Look, she talking about the socks.
I know,
the
but I
socks.
hope
We
you
can't
get
the
a shot of the
It's all
sock.
good.
Those are cool.
There you go. Yeah,
When you
yeah.
can't decide what color you wear those.
I know, blend it all in, right?
A question was, what really got you into Fit and Food Connection and serving as a board member?
Fit and Food Connection, the name alone, helps you understand what it's about. So I'm very passionate about fitness and who doesn't like food, right? So that is kind of what initially piqued my interest when I saw that there was an opportunity to get involved and volunteer with an organization called Fit and Food Connection. And then once you actually get an understanding for what we actually do at Fit and Food, it's like, most people who are looking to donate their time will be interested in donating their time at our organization.
So Cameron, I'd love for you to unpack that. What exactly does the Fit and Food Connection do? Who do they serve?
Absolutely. So our vision at Fit and Food Connection is for all of the entire world to have a strong mind and healthy bodies. So that's like the first step for everyone to feel good, right? So what we do, we focus in food deserts in providing healthy food, vegetables from our garden to those food deserts, not the just packaged foods, but foods that have different colors and, leafy greens that come right from our garden, right off of St. Louis Avenue. So it's right in the city, which is really cool for people to actually see the garden in the city as well. But then from a wellness perspective, we offer one-on-one coaching for fitness classes, like holistic wellness. So teaching people that, you don't have to have really expensive equipment in order to feel good and go outside and stretch or take deep breaths, those type of things.
I saw that. So when it comes to of course you have the the fitness portion of it, but when it comes to the meal, do you all have meal prepping classes or meal planning classes for them as well?
Yes.
Or is it just, okay.
Yeah, so we do have meal preparation classes that we have on our website. There's different times where people can come and learn how to prepare meals with resources that they have, but also just to learn from some experts that really know how to prepare meals that will not only have you feeling good, but they'll stay on your stomach and all those other benefits that you get from eating a holistic meal.
And I'm not a cook, you know what I'm saying? So if I pull up to the class, I'm really gonna try to learn, because wifey would tell you I'm not the cook in the family, you know what I'm saying? So
I've heard you're not.
I cook breakfast though.
Breakfast counts.
I cook breakfast.
That does count.
Okay.
But that's so important to have that as far as classes and stuff like that. But when it comes to the organic garden, you all have some stuff like the kids club, and how is that?
How does the community get involved?
So we've done a few different events. One, neighborhood canvassing, where we've done that before, and we'll go and knock on doors and just introduce ourselves to people who may not have went past the garden, or we may not have been at the garden when the community was going through. So we do that to get involved and to reach out to the community. Another opportunity for people to come to the garden, a lot of corporate sponsorships. We try to reach out to people and we send emails and we communicate about our garden. We actually have a really cool garden expansion project that we're working on now.
Okay.
We'll more than triple our capacity, just so we can take care of some of those families that are on our waiting list right now who typically would receive, fresh produce directly from our garden. So it's something that we're really passionate about.
And so who exactly can benefit from the Food and Fit Connection? Who exactly do you serve?
We serve the city, so just food deserts. If you're in the city and you're a food desert in the North City, those are our community members, and those are the ones that we primarily focus on.
So what does it look like if you are in that food desert and you need help and you don't quite know where to start with the Food and Fit Connection? Is it a phone call? Do you check the website? Do you simply show up somewhere?
Yeah, easiest way is to check our website. On our website, we have forms where you can sign up and get on a list, to where, you get on a list, and then our focus is to try to not have people on a waiting list. Right. And we make deliveries twice a month where we'll bring different foods that we've either collected in our food pantry or we've grown in our garden, which our garden just opened up, and it typically runs from April to around September. But during that time, we, are really focused on collecting and distributing our food.
How can we help get the word out, not only to get the word out, but have people who have the capacity to volunteer or even donate? I know that's an option as well when it comes to perishable or the fresh goods and stuff like that. How do we make sure that we can get the word out for them?
Yeah, I would say definitely, we are on all social media platforms. So Instagram, our website as well, also has a lot of information, but going to those sites and signing up, hitting the share button also helps a lot to reach a lot of people. But then, most importantly, once you come once to one of our events, you'll feel a connection with either the wellness side or either some of the things that we're just trying to do with just the holistic approach to helping people.
Do you feel like this program is geared towards people of all ages? I know you mentioned the kids doing stuff in the garden. Are there ways for little ones to get involved as well?
Absolutely, especially in the garden. You know, a lot of the kids like to play in the dirt, but there's benefits to that in our space because they can learn how to garden at an early age, and you know, you'll find out really quick that you don't need a lot of space in order to have a garden and how to really grow something in your backyard that you can eat.
So even with you, Cameron, when it comes to, you already talked about how your passion kind of led you to be as a board member for Fit and Food Connection. So was there something like when you were younger that you were tapped in? Were you like a cook? You said you were in nutrition or a lot of fitness a lot, but was there anything like when you were younger that really helped you to, you know, engage more for Fit and Food Connection?
I would say that just being younger, I've just come from a family where, you know, it's really important to help your neighbor, you know, and to, you know, not be focused on self.
Yeah.
So like being drawn to a mission like Fit and Food Connection is just like it's just right up my alley. You know, it doesn't even feel like I'm volunteer. It feels like I'm just with family and helping family work towards the same mission. And you know, the Fit and Food Connection is 98% volunteers. So everyone that's in the organization, we're all volunteers.
And we can tell how passionate you are about it. And I mean, truthfully, there are a lot of different organizations for people wanting to share their time with something wellness related or nutrition related. What exactly about this organization draws you to it? Because you could volunteer and use your talents and skills and your time elsewhere.
Yes, sports is really important to me. Wellness is very important to me. Just the opportunities that I've been able to experience was really segue through sports and being active. So, you know, there's a lot of different ways to be active outside of what you may traditionally think is being active. So whether it's learning yoga or stretching or doing a cardio class, you know, I'm a huge basketball fan. So there's basketball drills that, you know, if there's a younger population that we can spin off and teach those things as well too. So, you know, we have just a very dynamic group of volunteers and people who just have experience with being creative with the resources that they have to not only like teach how to do something in the future for yourself, but also appreciating that value in whatever it is you're doing. So that's kind of, you know, that's what we like to talk about. That's what we like to do.
So again, I want to make sure that the people at home know not only how they can get involved, but how they can stay tapped in. So can you just give us the information as far as how we can keep in contact with you all?
Yes, absolutely. So fitandfoodconnection.org is our website, and also on Instagram, Fit and Food Connection. AND Connection is how you can find us. So
No
follow us on there.
on this.
Yeah,
Look,
exactly.
I was in the back like, is it AND? Okay, I got it. I got it.
Yep, absolutely.
Space.
Yeah.
Right.
No, there's
But
a lot
Cameron,
of ways.
we think it's so cool that education is such a crucial component for this organization, because many of these can simply provide meals, and that's cool. That's wonderful. But you actually teach people the importance, and I think what you said about the kids helping garden, there is science to prove, there's data showing that kids eat healthier when they are part of growing it.
Facts.
Like,
Yes.
what? That's all I have to do to get my child to eat vegetables?
Yes.
Teach her to grow them?
Exactly.
I think that's amazing.
No.
Make it
it's
fun,
really
make
cool.
it fun. But yeah, I want to make sure, Cam, that people, of course, know you as well. So
Just about me, I'm always, you know, looking for opportunities to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I feel like my purpose is here, whether that's through my family or through volunteering. So, of course, on the Fit and Food Connection, I have some of my information on there. If there's opportunities to help and just do something positive in the space that we have. So
there it is.
There you have it. There you go. Well, it's been wonderful talking with you, Cameron.
Already,
Talking to
for
you
sure,
too
for
as
sure,
well.
for sure, for
Yes.
sure.
Thank
Awesome.
you so much for sharing your time with us today. And you guys, like Dre'Co said, we want you to get connected with people like Cameron and organizations like the Fit and Food Connection. So if you want additional information about the Fit and Food Connection, simply visit the good old website, Fit and A-N-D, Food Connection.
She on me with that. It's all good.
Oh, we have fun. We are going to take a very quick break, but don't worry, we're going to be right back.
Don't go nowhere.
Stay. Stay.
Welcome back, good people. Sticking with the food theme, of course, we know St. Louis has an amazing food scene, and y'all know that as well, right?
That is right, Dre'Co. Now listen, in 2018, the Taste of Black St. Louis was created and has over 200 vendors and thousands of people that show up to this. Now they are gearing up for this year's event, which is going down September 13th, 14th, and 15th.
And the only way to talk about that and here to tell us more about this year's festivity is the creator. I'm gonna say it again. The creator and founder, the queen, Miss Aisha James. Hey, now clap it up for her. Clap it up for her. Get the jacket. Get the close up on the jacket. You see the sleeve. Stop playing with her. Okay.
I love that. I can't stop looking at it. There's just like so much going on.
Yes, it is.
How you
What
feeling?
a great billboard for the Taste of Black St. Louis.
Yes, definitely. We have the TOB STL always.
Okay, can I get some merch? What we doing?
Yes, let's talk
Yes.
merch.
Okay.
Yes, we'll talk merch.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Gearing up for this year's festival.
That's
It's really
right.
what it's about.
It's coming quick.
It is coming quick. We got a few months up till it actually happens in September. Well, Taste of Black St. Louis weekend, proclaimed back to Shara Jones. So definitely.
For sure. How's the planning been going so far?
The planning has been going well. The vendors are gearing up. We're just kind of getting everything together and getting sponsorships and just really just finalizing a lot of things. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. So Aisha, I want to back up just a little bit. You are the founder of this, and that is quite a large undertaking.
Yeah.
Why? Why did you decide to add this to your, I'm sure, already busy life?
Well, honestly, becoming the founder of the Taste of Black St. Louis was an accident. It was not supposed to be me. I guess God can say it was, but
Yeah.
I didn't know that this was in his cards for me. In about 2017 of August, I seen a video that was actually circulating around Facebook, and it was the Taste of Black Chicago. And I've actually made a post and tagged a lot of my friends. It was like, hey, you guys should do this, like business owners, and went back to go check the post, and people was like, let us know when you do it. So I'm like, wait a minute, that was not supposed to happen like that. I was gonna be helping.
I was just throwing the idea out there,
Right,
trying to be the one to.
Yeah, to try and initiate it, like, hey, bring it to St. Louis. But, well, like I said, God had the plans for me, so that is the beginning. And then coming the next following year, 2018, is when we found our way into Tower Grove Park that September day.
So the first year that you did it, were there some expectations, or was it just like, were you nervous? Were you scared? Because there was a lot of people that came out even the first year.
I didn't think people were actually going to come because we were on the same day as two other major Black festivals. And I was just like, okay, we'll just see what happens. And then people just started coming, and they just kept coming, and they kept coming to the tune of almost 7,000 people. They came out that very day to shop with all those Black-owned businesses, and we were excited and stoked, and was like, and what we learned was people was like, when are you going to be here tomorrow? We was like, no, it's only happening one day. So we just knew that we had to come back because it was such a demand the first year, and
then
we did.
When did you decide it needs to be a multi-day event?
Actually in 2019 is when we wanted to. We came back, like I said, the next year, and that year was 16,000 people that came out. We went on the other end of Tower Grove Park. So at that point, we just said we needed to be a 3-day festival. So, well, of course, COVID happened. So we planned for it then, but couldn't. And then the very next year, well, 2021 is when we did branch out to become 3 days in City Foundry. And that was our largest attendees to date. And it was 83,000 people that came out that weekend to shop with over 100 minority-owned businesses.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this a team of people to pull off an event this big?
Yes.
Don't tell me it's just you.
No, I would
I'm
never
about to
say.
say.
In the beginning, it was. I mean, I've had people that have assisted and helped, but honestly, it's been all my friends and my family that have stood with me and believed into this dream and poured into this dream. It's probably about 5 or 6 of us that kind of get together, and they run my vendor management, helping me with answering emails, getting sponsorship packages out, basically answering questions for the vendors and setting up the day of.
When we're talking about pouring, I want the cup to be filled over, okay? So when we're talking about pouring, I want to make sure that people can really tap in to not only experience it from a spectator standpoint, but actually support from a funding standpoint. So are there any needs that you are looking for right now that we can make sure that we can activate and tap into?
Well, the Taste of Black St. Louis, it is basically FUBU. What is FUBU? FUBU was a clothing company that was Black owned, and the FUBU stood for Us By Us. The Taste of Black St. Louis basically is the epitome of that because everything these vendors pay me, it goes back into it. So definitely being able to get sponsorship would very much so help lower the actual cost of what the vendors would have to pay for the Taste of Black St. Louis, because we're trying to pay for ourselves. But if we were able to get corporate sponsorship, local sponsorship, we get a lot of volunteerism from different organizations, churches, and schools, but we would like to also get that monetary sponsorship and assistance as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, it takes a village.
It does take a village. For
sure.
And how cool that you've surrounded yourself with family and friends. I can't think of better humans to have when you're, coming up to such a huge event.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say, can you simply paint the picture for someone that's maybe never attended? Besides a lot of different vendors, are there things like, wellness aspects to it, arts?
So with the Taste of Black St. Louis, we say it's a vibe. A lot of people want to put it on a shirt,
Big
but
vibe.
Yep.
it is. It's definitely a vibe. So when you get to the Taste of Black St. Louis, you will see a lot of things, and you'll see that you'll have retail vendors, informational vendors, you'll have food vendors. They are really the actual spotlight, the food vendors. But the retail vendors, last year they stepped it up. I had retail vendors. Well, they had a 10 by 10 tent, and you literally walked in, and it was like you were going into a boutique.
Yep.
People had carpet down. They had walls that were up. They had changing rooms. They had purses all the way out into the aisles, just merchandise. I had people that came down from Chicago, Memphis, Atlanta. These are other vendors that actually shop and came to the Taste of Black St. Louis. And we also have as well St. Louis ones. We have a kids zone. We have a stage that is basically your stage.
Yeah.
We have people that if you want to come out and you want to perform, now there is a vibe that we have to keep with the Taste of Black St. Louis. But I mean, the Taste of Black St. Louis belongs to the city of St. Louis. It is a platform that is built for the city. And I do want to just make a point, even though it does say it's the Taste of Black St. Louis, we welcome all vendors. We
Yes.
welcome all corporations, all sponsorship, all volunteerism. If you just want to come into a space to create your own, the Taste of Black St. Louis would be where you would want to be.
And I feel like last year it was hot too. Wasn't it hot that day?
Yes.
It was one of them days it was super hot and it was packed.
Yeah.
Like people still came out.
Yeah.
And I was there last year with my family last year. It was me, my baby girl, wifey. So yeah, it was hot that day, but everybody was still there. It was amazing. Like you saw the stage right in the front and it was just tents for days all the way down. So yeah, it was a vibe for sure. So I want to make sure that we can really, again, hone in on how these sponsors can get involved when it comes to, are there certain needs that you're asking for sponsors or people who might want to pour into Taste of Black St. Louis?
Well, they definitely can visit our website and we can talk as far as what level of sponsorship that they would like to be able to have. The need is just more so for me to be able to alleviate the actual just basic festival costs. Because like I said, the vendor, their payments help me take care of that. I will want to actually lower those prices because I am dealing with small business owners.
Right.
I never will want to outprice anyone, but it is the level of where we're at because of the lack of the sponsorship. So that will just giving those basic needs for like fencing and porta potties. They're expensive.
Yeah.
Security,
Yeah.
making sure people that stay safe. And speaking when you said that it was hot and that is the only instances that we've ever had at the Taste of Black St. Louis of people passing out because they don't want to get out of the line.
Right. They don't want to.
And so,
For real.
yeah, it is a very safe environment if people were ever thinking. We make sure that everybody stays safe, but we provide water too when it starts getting hot.
Yep.
But it is definitely, one of the safest spaces you can be in that Taste of Black St. Louis weekend.
Yeah,
And a
for sure.
delicious environment.
Oh,
Oh
yes.
my gosh, I was salivating looking at, I think it was the past year's vendors.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
are there any favorites that you have if you're able to share?
Yes, my favorite vendor is STL Sideline Catering. He has the home of the Yeti Pineapple Bowl.
Come on now.
So this Pineapple Bowl.
There's a picture of that.
Yes.
It's
On-
like the
on the
size of my
website.
head,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yes, so
Yeah.
it's a pineapple bowl that has rice. You can have noodles in it. It has steak, chicken, shrimp, salmon. He is one of the greatest chefs that you could ever actually have. We also have Savory Delights. Savory has some burrito tacos, taco drips. These two ladies. Yes.
Chef Steph.
Yes. Who else? One of my very first food vendors was Tasty Treats. It's just so many different vendors that we have. We had the French Fry Factory. They actually just came back. So to watch these businesses not only come from a 10 by 10 tent, not saying that it's the Taste of Black St. Louis, but to be a part of their journey and their start. And I know it's one person that you guys will all St. Louis know, Chef Juan.
Yep.
Chef Juan Rice was my very first chef in 2018 as doing my cooking demonstrations. He was getting ready to graduate high school and he was one of my featured chefs that year. And to see Chef Juan have
Going
have his rated test kitchen, I've been to his restaurant it's amazing to
Yep.
watch, you know, all of these people who have come through the Taste of Black St. Louis kind of grow. It's like our own little Motown. Yeah.
People want the merch too.
Yes,
Just
yes,
saying.
yes.
It's so cool.
But again, thanks so much for visiting us, Aisha. And don't miss this year's Taste of Black St. Louis with many vendors, as you've heard, and more. So check it out. It's happening September 13th through the 15th. And for additional information, visit tasteofblackstl.com. Don't go anywhere. We're taking a quick break, but we're going to be right back. So stay tuned.
Thank you for keeping it right here on What's the 314 on STL TV. Okay, we had so much fun today. What an
Yeah.
amazing show.
Yeah, real good show. We had an amazing guest who come through. Of course, shout out to Aisha and Cam from Fit
yeah.
and Food Connection. Of course, Aisha from Taste of Black St. Louis, giving us the game.
Yes, and I'm thinking that Fit and Food Connection needs to be at the Taste of Black St. Louis.
That's facts.
That's just, I like to connect people. And
Marriage Made in Heaven, or
know.
on What's the 314.
on what's marriage made on What's the 314.
But unfortunately, you guys, of course, look at your watches. I know y'all missing us, but we're out of time, Ange.
Dang.
It's all good.
I wish we could turn the clocks back.
It's all good. And of course, we'd like to thank our guest, Cameron, with the Fit and Food Connection, of course, and Aisha with Taste of Black St. Louis for being with us today. And thank you at home for joining us as well, because we couldn't have a show without you guys rocking with us.
Absolutely not. This show is about you. It's for you. And yes, true, the show might be over. But don't worry. You can always find us on the Facebook, on X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or you can simply visit us at stltv.net. That's going to do it, friends. I'm Angela Hockman.
And I'm Dre'Co, so keep it right here to STL TV, where you can what? Experience
St.
St. Louis. Peace and love, y'all.
Let's get it.